Hey guys, Nick here. This is our fourth video for the tile brush pack tutorial. So if you want to create something more complex, something more elaborate that combines different tile patterns together, like this one, you have an arc tile pattern and a square tile pattern with some decorative designs, and a hex tile pattern with a really nice lettering, message, and background design. So if you want to create or combine something like this, I'm going to show you how easy it is to do. So in this pack, I've included some composition template guides that you could check out. Here is one of them. So you can compose something like this, wherein you have aisle arc patterns for the background, and you have a square tile pattern as an inner border, and you have a hex tile pattern in the middle to add some designs and maybe a lovely message. So you have templates like this to give you ideas on how you could combine the different tile patterns together. So let's create something in this combination. We already have our tile elements, so in this video I'm just going to show you how to combine them all. So feel free to follow along. Let us start by creating a new canvas. Okay. So the first step is we are going to import all of the designs into one canvas. To do that, let us open up the first one. Make sure the background color is hidden so that we're going to have a transparent background, and then we are going to copy canvas. Okay. We're not going to export this as PNG and then re-import it, because if you're like me, you don't want to clutter your gallery. You could do this instead. And after you've copied canvas, just paste it on your new canvas or new artwork. Next is the second one. Same thing, make sure background is turned off. Copy canvas, go to our latest artwork and paste it there. Next is the third one. Make sure background is turned off. So we're going to do the same thing. Copy canvas and paste it on our new file. Okay. We now have the three files that we want. So let's just hide everything except for the outer one. So what we're going to do is, if you want to keep this as is, it's all right. But for me, I want to center this a little bit, or I want to make something that can be mirrored. Not necessarily the colors, but the shapes. So I'm just going to drag the corners maybe up a little bit. This. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to make sure like the width of the last tiles are more or less the same. And then I'm going to move this up and down to a position wherein I like how the tiles are cut. And after that, we're done. The reason why I am trying to center it a little bit is just to make it more clean and more nice. Let me open the square background. For this one, we only want to create a border. So we are going to erase the outer, the excess tiles, and then we're going to erase the inside excess tiles. For Procreate, if you move outside of the canvas, it's going to crop it, right? So let's just use transform. Oops, select the layer, transform, and move it outside, maybe 3. Move it outside, and move it down to maybe 1 more, or maybe just 2. Okay. And then let's center this and turn on our background. And if you're happy with that size, you can start erasing the inner excess tiles. But for me, I want to remove a row. So let me just transform it again and bring it down this to cut it. I'm centering it now, and this size is perfect. But for me, I want to adjust the background so that it fits more perfectly with the tile design. So let's select the background layer and then maybe scale it up a little bit on both sides. If you're happy with that, we're done. So next thing is we're going to erase the inside, okay, of the square tile. So let's hide the background and open or highlight the square tile layer. Then what we're going to do is we're going to use selection, rectangle, turn off color fill, and then we're going to select the tiles up to the point where it's going to leave us with just one layer of it. And then using the selection tool, let's get more and erase. So erase, I'm using 3 finger on a circular motion. So that's how I erase a selection. So erasing up to here so that I could have this nice border right here. So let's do it for the other corners as well. This part, we are done. Okay, so here is our border, our inner border. Last thing we have to do is we have to position this. So let's just move it down and then hide our background first. So let's try to make this smaller so that we can get more designs in it. So bring this down. Maybe something like this, and let's make sure we center it horizontally like this. I think this looks good. Okay, so now we have all of these 3 layers, but they're still overlapping with each other. So I'm going to show you how we're going to fix this. So using the inner border, let's duplicate that, hide the original one, and then let us add Gaussian blur, maybe about 2%. 1 or 2% is going to be enough. Okay. Then we're going to reference this so that when we're going to make some selections in the other layers, we're going to use this as reference. So let's show our background layer like this, and then we're going to use selection, automatic. Then let's select the outside and then bring the threshold down like this. So you only select that area. And after that, let's invert it and erase. Make sure the layer is selected and erase, so you erase the right layer. Next is for the inside one. We need to cut the excess. So to do that, select the layer, selection, automatic, cap the inside, and bring the threshold down to 0. Then invert, and then clear, like this. And then show your inner layer. There you have it. That's how you combine different tile designs or tile patterns together to form one stunning, cohesive piece. So to recap this, we imported all 3 tile pattern designs by copying the canvas and pasting it on this new artwork. And then we resized the tile patterns and arrange it so that we could have something that's really, really nice and centered. Then after that, using the inner border, we duplicated it, and then we added Gaussian blur and put it in reference and hidden it because we're just going to use it for reference. We don't need a design that's blurred. And then we're going to select the background first. Using selection, on automatic, we're going to select the outside wherein threshold is 0. And then, since we want to keep that part, we're going to select invert and clear the design. We're going to do the same thing for our hex tile, and after that, we have this piece right here. If you created your own tile artwork, tag me because I really would love to see it. And if you have any questions about the process for this one, let me know in the comments. And if you want to get this pack, I'm gonna put the link to my website in the description below. That is it for this tile pack tutorial. I hope you enjoyed and learned from this process and you love to create one of your own. That's it for this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.